with that breaking traffic news. First responders are on the scene of that fatal crash in Robertson County. News Channel 5 Sophie Nielsen-Colding live along I65 South this morning. And Sophie, do we know yet if these wet conditions are to blame for this accident?
Troopers haven't said yet what caused the crash, but what we do know is some kind of flatbed tractor trailer, you can see it behind me, carrying pipe that crashed, ran off the road and crashed into the trees on the side of the road. One person is dead. This crash happened around 3:40 this morning, and as of now, it is not expected to be cleared until 7:40. So that's less than an hour now, but a long time since 3:40 this morning. One lane is open, so we've seen traffic moving by pretty slowly with a pretty big backup leading up to this point. As of right now, I think the mission is just to get this tractor trailer out of the side of the road ditch here in this grassy area. They have a tow truck and what looks like another truck here to try to pull it out, but it's been pretty slow moving up to this point. So as of right now, we're working to find out who the driver that died, who this person was, and what led up to this crash. For now, live in Robertson County, Sophie Nielsen-Colding, News Channel 5.
Sophie, thanks so much. And more breaking news we're watching this morning. Metro Police trying to find out who shot two women inside a home in South Nashville. It does not appear to be a random attack. News Channel 5's Dan Kennedy has been talking to police. And Dan, how are these women doing?
Well, one woman is in very serious critical condition at the hospital after being shot in both the face and the stomach. The other woman she was with last night inside that apartment was shot in the arm, and that woman is expected to be okay and released from the hospital shortly. You mentioned the search is on for this gunman and that this likely is not random. The reason detectives believe that is because they say he came into their apartment last night and demanded, quote, "Where is it at?" We don't exactly know what he was referring to or if he got away with anything before he started shooting, but that's what the gunman said before the shots rang out about 10:30 last night on Plus Park Drive at those apartments. Police were there on the scene throughout the evening, documenting the crime scene. They're now back here at the South Police Precinct as they work to track down who could possibly be responsible. By the way, this continues what's been a very violent week in Nashville with now 14 people shot in the city since last Wednesday. 5 of those have been fatal. Reporting live in South Nashville, Dan Kennedy, News Channel 5.
Dan, thank you. A man is fighting to stay alive this morning after someone stabbed him in the neck overnight. Happened about 12:30 on Buchanan Street. Police say the 36-year-old was stabbed during a fight. He's currently in critical condition at Vanderbilt Medical Center. Officers say the victim did know his attacker. Investigators are working to find witnesses and evidence. And police are also investigating a shooting in East Nashville. It happened on Cleveland Street just after 12:30 this morning. It was around the same time. Officers on scene told us a man was shot in the leg. We're waiting on information from police right now. So stay with News Channel 5 for updates. Also happening now, murder suspects are on the run after a body is thrown from a car at an apartment complex.
This is a bizarre story. Happened at the University Ridge Apartments that's near MTSU around 7:30 last night. Witnesses say the victim was tossed from a car. Police later found that car in Rogers Park. They also found some weapons there. The 3 suspected gunmen now to believe on the run in a gold Toyota Camry because they got out of one car, jumped in that one. One resident said she heard what she thought was a tire popping, looked out and saw police all over the complex.
I'm really scared. I'm still really shaken up about it. I've never been in this kind of situation ever in my life. So yeah, I feel sorry for the guy who got shot.
And this is just the latest shooting at an apartment complex near MTSU. The police and the mayor of Murfreesboro are working with all the owners and managers of those complexes to help fight the crimes they're seeing down there. New this morning, a Nashville man is facing federal charges after ramming a police cruiser. Joe Williams Jr., we've got his picture, was arrested back in April after trying to get away from police after assaulting the officer. He had been convicted for cocaine, carjacking, and illegal weapons charges. Also was wanted for a hit-and-run crash.
Police say a woman was caught giving drugs to teenagers. Investigators say when they approached Sandra Jackson's Hendersonville home on Candlewood Drive, several kids started running. They had drugs on them, which they allegedly bought from Jackson. The 52-year-old's facing a number of charges. And he produced and shared pornographic videos and pictures of children as young as 5 years old. Now Damian Faulkner will spend 55 years in prison. The 33-year-old man pleaded guilty to 15 child porn charges last year. Investigators not only found those videos and images, but documents that also described how to groom a young girl for sex.
Well, the courthouse and the pedestrian bridge are lit up in green this morning to honor Mental Health Awareness Month. Last night, advocates, including former Titan Gerald McGrath, spoke about the importance of mental health and getting help early. And News Channel 5's Kristen Scorvira is going to tell us a little bit later about what Nashville is doing to get mental health advocates some assistance that they need.